Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Finally I can say welcome back, not only on the channel but also in my dear kind of studio, because I am back. Holidays are over, look at my beautiful color. I am tanned, I am happy, I am relaxed, but of course it's not really great when you have to start back after a 4-0 conceded versus Atletico Madrid in the last training day before the first one versus Sassuolo. We'll speak about what happened yesterday, but also Mercato. There is a last breaking news, Adrien Rabiot to Manchester United. Let's speak about that, but also who can join Juventus to reinforce us. So put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, we start immediately. Pogba yesterday, after the 4-0 defeat versus Atletico Madrid, he tweeted and he posted on Instagram, "See good in all things." And to be honest with you, we spoke about it yesterday in the post-game live. Finding some beautiful things after yesterday is really difficult. We are not complete. While I was on holiday, I don't know if you were able or not to follow all the news that we had, because there were some news, a lot of news, especially in players that have to come in at Juventus to strengthen them. Like for example, Filip Kostic is about to join Juventus. I don't know if you were able to do it with OneFootball. I told you, and I remind you, OneFootball is the best app to remain up to date in everything regarding Juventus. I can already anticipate you that OneFootball is only growing and doing better and better thing. You can already see some match games live because they have some agreements depending on the country you are in, but also being informed on the scores or the players and so on. And I can tell you they will also work on new things. So if you didn't yet, the link is into the description. You can also go with the QR code, download it. It is for free for iOS and for Android. Do it now because we have to start speaking about Juventus. Corriere dello Sport, they started with Roma da paura. Yesterday Roma played a game versus Shakhtar Donetsk that they won 5-0. Big score with their player Zaniolo, that we are not hearing any rumors anymore linked to Juventus, and with Paulo Dybala that yesterday did amazingly well. But they also speak about the thing that is concerning all Juventini. It's the game of yesterday versus Atletico Madrid that we lost 4-0, and Keane starts to be a case. Keane starts to be a problem because we know it that yesterday he arrived late at the team gathering, and that's why he was excluded for the team. Guys, if not only we have problems on the field, but we also have them off the field, with Moiskin, for example, not being there. Cuadrado, that is a question mark. We are not starting the season as we should, and we know that we have to be ready, especially on the 15th of August when we will play our first game versus Sassuolo. Tutto Sport is saying, Allegri, tutto bene? Allegri, is everything going okay? Because we are worried. Tutto Sport, we know it's a paper that is really linked to Juventus. They are trying also to put everything regarding Juve on their front page. This time they are questioning themselves. Is everything okay? Because that's what we are all feeling. We are all worried after the 4-0 of yesterday. Is everything okay? Vlahovic is not scoring. He didn't score anyone. Bonucci is not performing well. A disaster. Also, if we are considering the last 188 minutes, like Tutto Sport is doing, we are only shot one time on target. And who was that? It was Miretti that played on only 45 minutes. Not Vlahovic, not Di Maria. It is a big problem. Only one shot on target versus the two teams of Atletico of Madrid. It's a big worry, guys. So no ideas for Juventus, only one shot on target, with the case of Moiskin that we praised in terms of his training abilities, that he was one of the most in shape men at the moment. He will not play versus Sassuolo, we know, but we were counting on him to do better than 21-22. If he starts with these kind of behaviors, guys, we are not there. The only one that was playing well yesterday was Szczesny, that received a 6 because at the end he conceded 2 goals, saving a penalty that could even make the score worse. The other one that played well yesterday was probably Miretti, that entered in the second half. All the other ones had a lot of difficulties, like Danilo with a 5. Horrible disaster preseason for Danilo, but also for Bonucci, the leader, the captain of that new Juventus, that is absolutely not giving us a lot of guarantee. Zakaria 5.5. Fagioli, that was receiving yesterday a really big opportunity to start and replace at least Paul Pogba, didn't convince yesterday at all. And Vlahovic still frustrated, still in search of his first goal. La lezione ci servirà. The lesson will be good for Juventus. These are the words of Massimiliano Allegri. I have to admit that It's not the first time that I'm hearing that the lesson will be good. The lesson will be good. Yesterday they were reporting that they were tired. Probably they would have put so much training in their legs that they were probably tired. But yesterday I don't want to have any excuse. Yesterday we were not only tired, but we also were missing what Juventus is known for, having that grinta, wanting to do and do the game. There was a big difference versus Atletico Madrid that came yesterday in our training center, and they showed that they wanted to play. They showed that they wanted to win, and we didn't even speak yet about Morata that scored a hat-trick yesterday. Disaster Juve, and especially if we have to hear from Allegri yesterday that versus Sassuolo, not only we will have to play better, but also we have to change our behavior. If we speak about behavior problem before starting game day 1, we have a big problem, guys. We see also the picture of Adrien Rabiot below. Hey guys, Adrien Rabiot is on all the front pages because this morning the people from Manchester, they are all going towards one news that apparently Juventus and Manchester United, they already found an agreement for the player, with the only doubt is the mother of Rabiot that is probably discussing about salary. She's asking a lot of money. What will Veronique do? Will she find an agreement as she's the agent of Rabiot with Manchester United? Will we have to say goodbye to Rabiot, that at the moment we have to admit that it's the only player that is never injured in Juventus midfield? Big question mark. What would you do? And then my question was, what if Juventus secretly is working on a deal Rabiot to Manchester United with Martial joining Juve? Would you agree on that one? Yes or no? Guys, I'm happy to be back. I have to get used again to make these videos, these morning videos, to find the tempo. Let's support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. You know, it's really easy. You click that subscribe button, you put a maximum of like, because we have to continue with our midfielders. Nicolo Fagioli, that didn't play well yesterday. He's about to renew with Juventus until 2026. This is a trust from Juventus to the young midfielder that has a lot of potential, but will have to show it also on the field. At least Juventus is believing in the guy, is believing in our youth sector like Miretti, maybe Rovella, Fagioli, also Sule that didn't play well yesterday. Juventus is believing in them. Now it's up to them to show their qualities on the field. What about Arthur? One Football is reporting that Arthur, yes, there is an interest from Valencia. Rino Gattuso is interested, but at the moment they don't have enough money to buy Arthur or to take him on loan and put a part of his salary, because you know it that Juventus, they want to save a lot of money on Arthur going to another team. La Juve, La doppia pista, there is a double possibility if Arthur and Rabiot will leave. One is Paredes, that is an amazing assist for Messi last time, and that some Juventini are thinking about why not Paredes. The other one is an old name that disappeared for a long time from Juventus, is Fratesi. One is a regista that could actually take the role of Locatelli that we saw in pre-season. The other one is a mezzala that would actually keep Locatelli in that regista role. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about these strikers because they said Juventus, they were hit a lot yesterday with that 4-0. Now Kostic will arrive. Yesterday it was a big show from Morata with 3 goals versus his ex-team. Will there be a Morata 3.0? Absolutely not, because Atletico Madrid is asking still 25 million euro for the Spanish player. Juventus is considering that a lot of money, and that's why we still have the names of Depay, of Muriel, and so on. Filip Kostic will join, but he's not a Vice Vlahovic. He's there to 2.7 million per year in terms of salary. Everything is agreed there. There will be some context during the day between Juve and Eintracht Frankfurt. Juventus, they will raise a bit their initial offer to have the Serbian player. Guys, pay attention, because Kostic is a great player, is a really good player. He will reinforce our left side, but don't expect to have an immediate Neymar. Neymar is not Kostic, Kostic is not Neymar. So be mild, be kind with a player that is already 30 years old and will have everything to prove in a top club like Juventus. But on the other hand, he was the one with the most chances created in last season in Bundesliga, with 87 chances created. Most open play crosses, 218 in Bundesliga. So it's a player that is important for Juventus, that we believe in and that we are missing a lot. I'm happy with him. What about the other one? Skin is a problem, especially behavior problems. So Juventus is thinking about Depay, about Alvaro Morata, about Luis Muriel. Who will join Juventus? Maybe it will be Martial. Big question there. And then we finish with probably The last news about who is favorite in Serie A, where a few weeks ago Gazzetta dello Sport were saying that it was a equal match between Inter and Juventus. Now today, after the pre-season friendlies, Gazzetta dello Sport is putting Juventus in third position behind Milan, that both Charles de Ketelaere, that yesterday in a friendly scored an hat-trick, and behind Lukaku and Inter you have Juventus at third spot. What about you guys? What are you believing Juventus can do? I know it's hard to imagine a winning Scudetto for Juventus after the performance of yesterday. I'm curious to read your thing. Guys, if you reach the end of the videos, we have a last one. I'm working on a fantasy league. I created my private one on SerieAfantasy.com. Super easy. Link will be in the description. Create your team. You can join us also in our Telegram group, where we will try to animate it as long as the Serie A will go. That means until end of May, end of June next season. Join us. It will be a lot of fun. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you, and let's try to reach 20,000 Juventini on the channel. Grazie, forza Juve.